So this is question 8, and we've got a cylinder, so we've got 3 different ideas of what the cylinder could look like here, and it's cut into 2 equal pieces, and we want to know which one of these shapes could not be a view of one of the pieces. So the first thing we need to do is think about different ways we could cut the cylinder into 2 equally sized shapes. So have a think now about the different ways we could cut the cylinder. See if you can come up with 3 different ways of cutting it. Okay, so the first thing we could do is slice it from along this line here, slicing it down so that we had 2 half cylinder shapes, so cutting down that way. And if we do this, we can imagine what the cut side would look like, and it would actually look something like this. It would look like a rectangle, because the top is a straight line, and even though these sides are curved, like when we cut it into a slice, it would still be a rectangle. So we get a side that looks like this, which means we can rule A out. And also, if we looked at it from directly above, we would have a semicircle. You can see this would be straight, and this would give us a semicircle here. So these are the 2 possibilities, which means we can immediately rule out A and D, because we could have those as a view of one of the pieces. How else could we cut the cylinder? Well, we could slice it into the page along this way, so directly through the middle, but long ways instead of down like this. And if we do that, just imagine having a log in front of you and slicing it in half like this, and you can see that if we look at it from the top, we're just going to have a circle, because it's just going to be this but down here, which means we can rule out B. Now, there is one other way we could cut the cylinder, which will give us one of these shapes. It's a little bit more difficult than these 2 ways, which should have been quite straightforward. So the other way we could cut it is diagonally. Hopefully you can see that when we cut it diagonally, these 2 pieces will be the same. This one will be here, and we'll have one here. And if we're looking at it from front on, so from the direction you can see when you're looking at it now, you can see that there will be a straight line here. If we look at it from a straight perspective, this will also be a straight line, and we have a straight line here, which means we get something which looks like a triangle, and so we can rule out E, which means that the only piece which could not be a view of one of the cut cylinders is C, and so our answer is C.